the powder. We're running low.
Pa!
Your mother's valid pills. Quickly. Almost $100. Your mother put it up for you. Cal, she was a thrifty woman. Mine, you be the same.
Don't talk, Pa. I'll hold them off.
Too many of them. Now, you listen to me, son. A man that won't face fact when he's got to ain't worth his salt. Now, use the tunnel. Take the Spanish horse and make for Boonesboro and get to Daniel Boone. Your mother had kin there, Baltimore. And Daniel will help you locate them.
I'm not gonna leave you, Pa.
That horse, that's all I've got to give you. I think his lameness can be fixed. And he may be of some value sometime. Take good care of him, son. And maybe someday he'll take care of you. Son, we've had our times together. Now get out of here while you still have a chance. Get going. Come on, boy. Get going. Cal. Take care, son.
I'll come back with help as quick as I can, Pa. Mr. Boone! Mr. Boone!
What's wrong, son?
It's Pa, Mr. Boone. Shawnee jumped us right after daylight.
Shawnee?
Oh, yeah, about 5 or 6 of them. Pa got some before he was hit, but he's hit awful bad, Mr. Boone. I'd have gotten here quicker, but Gideon's still pretty lame.
Do you want me to go to the fort for help?
There's no time for that, Becky.
But, Dan!
It's all right. It's likely just some renegades looking for what they could steal.
Dan, Calvin's just a boy. You don't know what you might find.
Caleb Trevor's his father, Becky. There's something a man has to do, even a young one. He'd never forgive himself if he didn't go back. Now, Viz will take care of his horse. Come on, son.
Yes, sir.
Stay here, Cal. can find him, son. He made it to your tunnel somehow.
He's dead? It was all Gideon and I had, Mr. Boone. We were going to do so many things together. I shouldn't have left him.
Cal.
Pa said Gideon would be faster than any of them once we got his limp cured.
And that's a chore you can finish, isn't it?
It won't be the same now.
No. That's the way your pa would want it.
I want to see him.
Believe me, Cal, I know what's best. Something to remember, Cal. Nothing ever ends. It's always the beginning of something else. Why don't you go on down to the creek and wash up, get your wind back. I'll be along directly.
Mr. Boone. He always set store by the shade of that big old tree over there.
Can't think of a likelier place, son.
Still at those letters.
Well, I'm almost done.
Think you'll be able to locate Calvin's folks?
No, Caleb Trevor didn't leave much to go on. I doubt if he heard much from his wife's people after she died. And they may be a little difficult to locate after all this time.
I'm worried about that boy, Dan. I was thinking, if you say so, we can keep him here with us.
We could, and we will, if it comes to that. But he needs his own kin, his own blood. He needs to belong. There's no way we can give him that.
He's just concerned about him, that's all.
You know, if I'd give you leave, you'd mother the whole world, Becky Boone. Now, don't worry about Calvin. He'll make his own way. And that's best.
Gideon, come on. You gotta try. You gotta put your weight on it. You're favoring it too much, boy. Now, come on. Come on.
Pa always says animals know what's best for them.
Please, Gideon, you gotta get better.
Cal? That's the finest looking horse we've seen in these parts.
He'll be the fastest, too, in the whole country once that leg of his mends.
Well, I reckon he would be if all four legs were sound.
They will be. Pa said they'd get well.
Did he, Cal?
Well, he said he thought the lameness could be fixed.
How long ago was it those drovers left him with you?
Almost 14 months, but he was getting better.
And he was lame when they left him?
Yes, sir. But it was that ride over here. I rode him as hard as I could. It sure didn't do that leg any good.
Well, he's got a bowed tendon, Cal. After 14 months with no real improvement, it's doubtful if he can be cured. The drovers knew that. And right now, that tendon's mighty inflamed.
But Pa said that... Wait, isn't there somebody who could get him well? I've got $100. I'd be...
And that $100 is for your schooling. I couldn't let you do that. I don't mean there's no hope. We can try, and we will. Right now, he's got a fever in that leg. And that's the first thing we got to take care of. Cal, what do you reckon would draw that heat out of that leg?
Do you think his leg can be fixed, Pa?
Well, we can try, Israel. Cal's got all of his hopes wrapped up in this horse.
Anything I can do to help?
Yes. Yes, you can. You can go ask your ma for some rags, and then we'll get some mud and some herbs, and we'll make poultice.
Yes, Pa.
I've got to tell you, Cal, the chances are pretty slim. I think you ought to face that now.
Yes, sir. What'll happen to him, Mr. Boone, if he can't be cured? I mean, will we have to do what they do to horses when they break a leg?
There's no point in worrying about that now. Just pat that on the sore part, Cal.
Yes, sir.
It'll strengthen the tendon. It's strong. It'll burn for a bit.
Burn?
It's all right. It's got to be done. It's going to need a little exercise to keep him stiffening up. A little more each day until he gets his strength back in that leg.
Yes, sir. Well, you want first, Israel?
We're gonna make him the fastest horse in Kentucky, the Virginia, and the Carolinas, too.
Well, like your pa says, we're sure gonna try.
Real good, Pa.
Oh, boy. Good. Inflammation's gone down. You can start riding him a little in a few days. Give him his rub down.
Yes, sir. Come on, Gideon. Oh, Gideon.
Sure seems like he wants to go. Think we can let him out a little bit more?
No, not until your pa's really sure that leg is healed. Now, come on, it's my turn.
Looks like you got him warmed up enough. Let's take a look. See if all that work paid off. What do you think, Cal?
Looks good.
Yeah.
How is it?
Sound as $1.
You sure?
See what he'll do.
I'll give you a mark, Cal.
All set, Gideon?
Come on, Cal. Come on. Come on, Gideon. Come on, go. Go, Gideon. Come on. Come on. That way, Cal. Ride him. Come on, Cal.
Atta boy, Gideon. Come on, come on.
You know,
know, Dan, another time in another place, you might have been a real sport.
Yeah, might at that. It's quite a bit of horse for that boy.
Calvin's quite a boy. And you did a proper job on that animal's leg.
Yeah, if it holds up, you can't tell about one of those things. Did you put it to the test?
Oh, I almost forgot. Cincinnatus gave me this as I was leaving the fort. Came in on a trader's wagon.
Come on, Cal. Come on, Gideon, come on. Come on, Cal. Right out, come on.
Cal! Israel! Cal!
Dan, are you sure Calvin will be all right?
Becky, I won't leave him in Williamsburg until I'm sure he's in the right place.
Well, I want to thank you for everything, Mrs. Boone. I'll never forget it here.
You're always welcome to come back, Cal.
Thank you.
Maybe your aunt and uncle let you come back for a visit before winter.
That'd hardly be fair, Israel. They have quite a bit of getting acquainted to do.
Spring, then?
Well, I'll sure try.
Where's your money, Calvin?
Oh, I have it right here.
And you make sure it stays right there.
Yes, ma'am. Well, so long, Israel.
You watch out after the place, son.
Okay, Pa.
Bye, Becky.
Bye, Dan.
Bye.
Bye.
Whoa. We may be here 2 or 3 days, Cal. Long enough to find somebody fit for you to travel the rest of the way with. How would it strike you to sleep in a real bed tonight?
It'd strike me fine. And, no fault to your camp doing, Mr. Boone, but a kitchen cooked meal go pretty good right now.
I think we passed a stable back there. Why don't you see to Gideon? I'll go find the landlord.
Right? Pardon me, sir. I was wondering if I could stable my horse here for a couple
I'm not
nights.
the proprietor.
Oh, well, is this gentleman over here the proprietor?
No, he is not. He works for me.
Is there a racetrack around here?
Look, boy, we're busy here. Why don't you run along?
Mr. Landers.
Well,
You interested in racing your horse, boy?
from the looks of the animal, I'd guess the answer was yes. Well, yeah, tell me, boy, have you ever raced your horse?
I've never even seen a real race, not like that one, with the jockeys and fancy duds and all.
Oh, it's the spectacle of a lifetime, the sport of kings, you know. And those fancy duds, as you call them, are racing silks. Every stable has its own colors these days for pride and identification.
Of course, it takes money, you know. Entry fees and all.
Oh, well, all I've got's $100, but I'm sure that Gideon could beat anything.
Whipper, show the lad our colors, eh? Whipper, there's my jockey. And my name is Landers, Jeremiah Killingsworth Landers.
How do you do, sir? My name's Calvin Trevor.
The pleasure is mine, young man. And where are you from, that you've never shared a sportsman's finest hour?
Boonesboro, sir. Boonesboro, Kentucky.
Daniel Boone settlement, huh? Well, that explains your ignorance of the finer things of life.
Let's just see how that cap fits. How's that?
Right, smart. Yes, sir. Come here, Whipper. Look at the lad. He makes a fine-looking jockey, eh? I envy you, boy, what you've got to look forward to.
Gideon, eh? Belong to your pa?
No, my pa's dead, sir. Gideon's just about all the family I got left.
I'm sorry to hear that, my boy. Splendid animal. Splendid. But if you don't mind my saying so, a pretty poor way to keep him.
Oh, well, we just came off the Wilderness Road. You should see him when he's all brushed up good.
He's bred to run all right.
I'd sure like to see him let out once.
Mr. Landers, how much is that entry fee?
Now, you don't want to waste your money on a gamble like that, my boy. He's a fine-looking horse, sure, but it takes more than looks to win a purse, you know. Yes, I'll never forget my first purse. Your heart jumps right up here. The wind is like music in your ears, and the shouts of the crowd are all for you. You hear the ladies calling out your name, and then that moment of victory. And a fine, fat purse to line your pocket. It's a mighty thrill, boy. A mighty thrill.
Looks as if he'd been lamed up pretty bad for a spell.
Oh, that's too bad. A fine horse otherwise.
Oh, but he's all mended up first rate now. He can run as good as ever.
Against a champion? Like Lady's Choice there?
Oh, no, it wouldn't be fair. Not with a game leg like that.
Oh, no, I'm afraid it wouldn't be fair at all. Pity, though. An untrained horse like that, it fetched long odds. What would you say he'd bring, Whipper?
Oh, against Lady's Choice, I reckon about $5 for every one wagered.
5 to 1? Well, I suppose he would.
Mr. Landers, you mean if I wagered $100, I'd get $500 back?
If Gideon won.
Oh, but Gideon can beat any horse.
Hardly, son, with a handicap like that. I'm sorry, but it's my duty to tell you, as a man of honor.
Oh, but please, Mr. Landers, I know that he can.
Well, now I must say I admire your spirit and your confidence. If you're that determined, I hardly have any choice, do I? Whipper, give the Spanish barb of young Master Trevor's a rub down at an extra bait of grain. Calvin, you step this way, and we'll just attend to the details.
But, Mr. Boone, my pa said that Gideon would take care of me my school.
He wouldn't want you to get it that way.
But, Mr. Boone, don't you realize...
And I'm sure he wouldn't want you to risk all the money you have in the world.
But Gideon won't lose.
Cal, you've never even seen Lander's horse race, and chances are you've never seen a horse race. And yet you're willing to put yourself up against a man whose business is horse racing.
Please, Mr. Boone, I don't think I've been cheated. I was the one who won the race.
I'm sure he made it seem that.
But I know that Gideon will win.
Excuse me, sir. This is a private club for gentlemen only.
Oh? Well, do you have a gentleman by the name of Jeremiah Landers here?
Mr. Landers? Who shall I say wants to see Mr. Landers?
There he is. Mr. Landers?
Well, friends of mine, O'Connell, what can I do for you, young man?
Mr. Daniel Boone, Mr. Landers.
The famous frontiersman, Mr. Boone. It is a pleasure.
Well, that remains to be seen. You are the gentleman that enticed this boy into wagering every penny he has, aren't you?
Mr. Boone, I beg your pardon, but those are harsh words.
Just plain talk, Mr. Landers.
Did Calvin tell you I enticed him?
No, but as a matter of fact.
And since you weren't present, you're making a total assumption. The wager was made in good faith, Mr. Boone, on both sides. At the young man's insistence, I was scrupulous about that.
Oh, I'm sure you were, Mr. Landers. I know your kind. You dangle the bait in front of a fish, and when he bites, it's his idea.
I resent your tone and your implications, Boone.
I don't blame you. Now, are you going to return this boy's money, or are you?
You mind your manners, mister?
Boone, I fail to see how any of this concerns you.
Daniel Boone, what are you doing in Williamsburg?
Squire Breen.
What a pleasant surprise. The Turf Club is honored.
Calvin Trevor, Squire Breen, an old friend.
How do you do, sir?
Pleased to know you, son. Is there some problem, Daniel?
Well, there won't be if this gentleman will return the money he took from this boy.
Took, Daniel?
Now, he called it a wager.
Squire, I protest this indignity, and on club premises.
Gentlemen, there is no need for public display. Will you follow me, please? Would you excuse us, please? We have a private matter to discuss.
Certainly.
Thank you. Would you close the door, please?
Squire Breen, I am not accustomed to this sort of treatment. I realize this man is a friend of yours, but frankly, his inferences and his accusations cannot go unchallenged. I demand an explanation.
All right, Mr. Landers. Suppose you present your case.
Well, it's very simple, Squire. The lad here has a horse he fancies. He importuned me at the stables, and taken by him and by his horse, I foolishly, it seems, agreed to a match race.
With a $100 bet, a professional jockey and one of the fastest horses in Williamsburg.
At 5 to 1 of my own money, Boone, show me anything wrong in that.
If Mr. Landers is guilty of anything dishonest or dishonorable, the Turf Committee is empowered to permanently bar him and his horses from every racetrack in the country. He will never race again. You do own the horse, son?
Yes, sir.
You understand the wager with Mr. Landers? You made it willingly?
Yes, sir. You see, some kinfolk near Baltimore offered to take me in. And, well, I reckon they're on kind of hard times. Leastways, they couldn't come and fetch me after my pa died.
Yes, go on.
Well, I had this $100, and it didn't seem like much for anybody with an extra mouth to feed. But $600 now, that seemed more like a fair amount. Maybe get me some schooling, too.
You see, Squire, Calvin has never ridden in a race before. His horse is untrained. That horse and the $100 is everything this boy has in the world.
He did make the wager, Daniel, and he is a free agent. You understood the risk?
Oh, yes, sir.
Well, we all realize you're inexperienced, son, and we don't want you to feel that you're being intimidated. That is, we don't want you to think that you will be made to accept the wager with Mr. Landers if you feel that he has in any way been unfair to you. Now, if you do, now is the time to speak up.
I reckon you'll hold it against me if I say I want to go ahead.
Oh, son, as long as you know the facts, it's your decision.
I want to race, sir.
Spoken like a sportsman. All right, then, it's settled. I understand your concern for your young friend, Daniel, but Mr. Landers has some right in the matter, too, and some lessons are best learned early in life. However, I believe it is customary for an impartial referee to hold the stakes in a wager of this sort. You do intend to cover, do you not, Mr. Landers?
Indeed I do, Squire. And at 5 to 1.
Just a minute, Squire. As long as we have to have this race, it seems to me that odds of 5 to 1 against an inexperienced rider and an untrained horse are rather unfair.
Valid point, Mr. Boone. I think 8 to 1 would be proper in the circumstances. Don't you agree, Mr. Landers? The race will be run on the meadow on my property. Any objections, Mr. Landers?
Not for me, sir.
Will 9 o'clock in the morning be acceptable to both parties?
Suits me fine.
Yes, sir.
Then it is settled.
Grateful for your interest, Squire. Well, he looks like he's ready to go.
Sure hope I am.
How do you think he's going to take to this racing setup?
He probably won't like it right off, but he'll get used to it.
How are you going to take to it?
Well, grip harder with my knees.
Cal, I kind of bore down on you this morning, but don't try to remember everything I told you.
Oh, I'll remember. I'll stay low over Gideon's neck so the wind won't slow us down, and I'll hold him in at the start of the race.
Right, it's dangerous to get too far behind, but you have to have something left for a finish. And Cal, stay away from Lander's jockey. Don't let him crowd you. If he's anything like his boss, he'll have a few tricks up his sleeve. I'm just telling you so you'll be prepared and he won't surprise you.
Good morning, Daniel. You two ready for the big race?
Ready as we're going to ever be.
Here, Calvin, something to boost your morale. I'd be proud to have you wear the green silks for your first race. Better get them on right now. It's almost time for the race to start.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
I'll take Gideon out the bet.
You want me to give that kid a real dusting?
I don't care how you ride this one, Whipper, as long as you win. I can't wait to see the look on that big backwoodsman's face when the barb's foreleg gives way. Yes, get in front and let the boy eat a little dust. No good.
I wasn't too sure Gideon recognized me in this outfit.
You look fine, boy. Come on, I'll give you a leg up.
Gentlemen, your attention, please. It is now time to race. The course for the race will be this straightaway meadow track. You will start at the pole at this end of the meadow. Race between these poles, around the pole at the other end of the meadow, back up the track with a final turn around the starting pole to the finish line here. The signal for the race to begin will be a shot from this pistol. Are there any questions, gentlemen?
No, sir.
Take your horses to the starting line.
Good luck, Cal.
Hey, keep that whip to yourself, will you? Gideon's never been touched.
It's about time he learned a few things, kid. It's about time you learned a few things, too.
Riders ready? You're a good teacher, Daniel. That boy can ride. Now it's up to the horse. Ride him, boy, ride him.
Come on, Cal. Come on, Cal. You won, Cal. You won, boy. You won, Squire.
You know what that horse would be worth on any track in Virginia, Daniel? $1,000, as he is, without any training.
I reckon he's worth a lot more than that to Cal about now.
He did it, Mr. Boone. He did it easy.
The two of you did, Cal. Good luck.
Splendid ride, son. Splendid.
Mr. Landis. Gentlemen, let me have your attention, please. I have an important announcement to make. My associate, Mr. Slade, here, has just brought me proof of something he suspected when he first saw the winning animal in this race. I have been betting against my own horse.
What do you mean, Landers?
I mean the Spanish Barb actually belongs to me. Under the circumstances, I declare this race a no contest, and I demand that all the wagers be returned at once.
That's what he's been up to all along. He's been after Gideon right from the start.
This is highly irregular, Landers.
But, Squire, I have the proof right here.
Whatever that is, you cannot declare no contest on your own. That's a matter for the Turf Club Committee.
Yes, Squire, but let them get at it quickly, please. The horse really belongs to me.
Certainly appreciate the time, Squire. This may not be as simple as it seems on the surface.
That's exactly why we organized the club, Daniel. We volunteer our time to settle any disputes as fairly and amicably as possible.
You can't ask for more than that.
Well, gentlemen, I'm happy to say I think this will not take all day. Here is the bill of sale. And I have all the other documents with me.
Gentlemen, I have a bill of sale for a yearling Spanish Barb that was bought in an auction in New Orleans.
Description and date match.
And here is the entry in the diary I make my men keep when they're away on business for me. It clearly states the same horse pulled up lame and was left with a man named Caleb Trevor near the settlement at Boonesboro.
There's no question but what it's the same horse.
Thank you. Now that's settled, we'll take possession of the horse.
Hold on a minute, Landers. Is that the decision of the committee?
I'm afraid so, Mr. Boone.
I'll get the horse.
Why don't we send somebody with him? He and that boy could sneak that horse of mine so far away I'd never see him again.
Contrary to your opinion, Daniel Boone is hardly a thief, Mr. Landers.
Well, Squire, we'll see. But if it comes to that, I'll not hesitate to ask the constable to issue a warrant for their arrest.
I'm afraid you're ahead of yourself, Mr. Landers. Our only concern here is the good name of racing in this community. Whatever legal steps you take is your own affair, Mr. Landers. However, as usual, what you do will be judged by this committee as a measure of your fitness to be an acceptable member of this organization.
I knew you'd outrun that horse, Gideon. Pa was right. And now they want to take you away from me. It's not fair. You're my horse. You belong to me. You know, we don't have to race anymore. We don't need racing or towns or any of this. You and me, Gideon, we can make out together. Nobody will be able to stop us. We'll light out of here so fast, I'll never know the difference.
I never figured you'd run from trouble.
I'm not going to let them have Gideon.
Cal, you were called upon to become a man real early in life. You've done a real good job up to now.
I don't care what that Mr. Landers says. Gideon doesn't belong to him. When those drovers left him with Pa and me, they gave up claim to him. And now that he's sound again, it's just not fair.
Maybe not. All of what you say is true, Cal. But Landers has a legal claim on that horse. Cal, we've all got to respect and abide by rules, whether we personally like them or not. Otherwise, we're outside the law. And when you're outside the law, you can't expect its protection. So if you take Gideon, the law will be obliged to come after you.
Mr. Boone, I just can't give him up. My pa said for me to hold on to him.
I knew your pa, Cal. I'm sure he said a lot of things that might help at a time like this. I reckon that's it. I'm sorry you feel that way, Cal.
Mr. Boone? My pa said that a man who couldn't face up to facts when he had to wasn't worth his soul.
Mr. Landers? They're coming. Boone and the boy.
I'm ready to abide by the committee's decision, Mr. Breen.
All right, son. Whipper, take care of the barb.
Goodbye, Gideon. Come on.
Well, now that that's settled, gentlemen, I'd like to buy you all a drink.
There's one thing that's not settled yet, Mr. Landers. The wager.
That's ridiculous. It was a no contest.
Well, now, the way I see it, it was a wager that one horse would beat another. Ownership has got nothing to do with it.
Gentlemen, the decision of the committee is unanimous. In the interest of sportsmanship and fair play, we hold that the race today was a valid contest. And the wagers staked shall now be the property of Master Calvin Trevor.
Why, free?
You still got the horse at a bargain, Mr. Landers. Of course, if you would be interested in selling...
Just 1 minute, Squire. There's still a small matter of paying this boy for taking care of his horse these past 14 months.
A valid point, Mr. Landers.
All right. At 85 cents a week, $50 ought to take care of it.
That may be the going rate in Williamsburg, but it's different in Kentucky.
Now, just a minute. How much?
Well, you've got to remember, Mr. Landers, that Kentucky has the finest grass in the country for horses. And then there was a lot of doctrine, medicine, special care, training.
How much?
And you can't forget that this boy brought your horse cross country. There's got to be a transportation
How
charge.
much?
Well, I'm not very good at figuring, but say $20 a week, board and care.
$20 a week?
And $100 for transportation.
$100.
Then there's medicine and indoctrine. I think $1,500 might be acceptable to Mr. Trevor. Would that be all right, Cal?
Are you going to stand there and sanction this highway robbery?
Well, your drovers never made an agreement with Mr. Trevor, I understand. Therefore, it seems perfectly proper for Mr. Trevor to present his bill for services rendered.
For $1,500? What? It's more than the horse is worth.
There might be a way of settling this, Mr. Landers. If you were to give Cal here a bill of sale to that horse, he might call the whole thing square.
Sounds like a sensible solution. That is, if it is acceptable to Mr. Trevor.
Boy, it sure is.
If you ever decide to take up horse trading as a profession, Daniel.
Oh, no, Squire. I know better than to consider myself an expert just because I came out all right the first time.
I think the young man got your point, Daniel.
Yes, sir.
You can't expect Gideon to win every race.
Oh, but Gideon can beat any... Yes, sir, I realize.
Now then, do you suppose that your friend Gideon would like to spend the night in my stable?
Say, that'd be fine.
Well, I'd be honored to have the two of you spend the night with me, too. We could talk about getting Calvin to Baltimore over supper. I might even take him over myself.
Well, now, Squire, you wouldn't have in mind Gideon taking on some of those high steppers in the city, would you?
I might. I just might.
Grizzly bear. Looks like a big one.
I hope you see him before he sees you.
You sure you won't change your mind, Daniel, about coming along? Promises to be an interesting hunt.
Oh, no, Mingo. It's been 3 days since I sat down with my family at the dinner table. If I don't get back pretty soon, they'll be feeding me out the back door like I was a stranger. Chief White Cloud, I presume since you're chief of the Cherokees, you're going to get the first shot. I want you to do me a favor. Drop that bear before Mingo does, because if you don't, I'll never hear the last of it.
I intend to, Daniel.
Looks like he's big enough to feed your whole tribe for the winter.
Plenty meat.
Good luck.
Judging from the way he's moving toward higher ground, he's crafty. I believe he's laying a false trail and intends to double back.
Mingo, I suggest we separate.
Mingo, man.
Who did this to you?
A white man. One who looks from the red man with eyes of hate. But, my friend, He is but one white man. Do not let this death cause one world to turn against the other. Seek justice, not vengeance. You are now chief of the Cherokee.
But your son...
My son is on a long journey. You must speak for my people. Mingo. The treaty between the Cherokee and the settler, it has been good. You, who have the blood of both worlds, can best keep the peace.
It will be difficult when the braves find out it was a white man.
Have you on a jiffy? Stay put, mule. Stay put. Back, back.
All right, take it easy, friend. I'll be with you in a minute.
Get your hand on it.
Here!
Easy, friend.
Easy. Go on! All right.
Much obliged. Hawkin, Sam Hawkin.
Sam Hawkins. Daniel Boone.
Boone. I heard tell of you. Maybe I shouldn't ask how you got in there.
Maybe it's best you shouldn't.
Near dark. Hate to see a man journeying wet to the bone, his belly empty.
I'll make you a proposition, Boone. I got a grizzly half-skinned up there. You start a fire and I'll cook us up some meat. You got yourself a deal.
The white man has broken the treaty, murdered our chief. Spit in the face of the Cherokee.
There will be no war paint. The treaty will be honored. It was the wish of White Cloud.
Honor? Where is the white man's honor? He who killed our chief must face Cherokee justice.
One man. Yes, I agree. The murderer will be brought to Cherokee justice.
He will lose himself in the white man's world. Hide behind the walls of Boonesboro. But you, who walk among the whites as one of them, live and think as they do, you are not true Cherokee. I will find the murderer of our chief, and I will kill him.
I will find him.
My cabin's just through the trees over there. How about having supper with us? My wife and son would want to meet the man who saved my life.
Well, thank you, Daniel. But I just ain't used to being around civilized folks, especially women. I've been out in the wilds too long. I figure my manners still are. Yeah, Daniel, it's yours.
I'm the one that ought to be giving you something.
Well, Daniel, I won't fight you if you stand me to a drink in the tavern.
Well, I'll meet you there later.
I'll bargain with you on those skins after a drink.
All right, sir. What'll it be?
Friend, something with the kick of a mule, the bellow of a volcano, and the smell of buffalo hide.
I think I got just the thing for you.
Oh, well, set her down, set her down.
There you go. There ain't many men can handle more than one of them at a time.
Well, you're looking at one. Name of Sam Hogan.
Yeah, Cincinnati's here.
Join me.
Much obliged. Well, how's trapping these days?
Don't get any on you. Brother, how do you keep that potion corked? As long as these boys staying around here with their mouths wide open, might as well pour something down in it.
Come on.
Come on. Look, Cincinnati, let's you and me have another.
You really want another one, huh?
Sure do. When some feathered vulture messes with my trappings, he's asking to get skinned.
Elk? Rare in this part of the country. The only elk existing in this territory are in Cherokee land.
Well, now, what makes you think so, Injun?
Only a few migrated to the north of here last year due to a shortage of food. White hunters killed most of them. Those that survived the slaughter sanctuary on Cherokee hunting grounds. The Indian kills only what he needs.
Well, now, it's none of your nose, Injun, but that's just where I come from. North. There's elk so thick up there, they warm themselves at your campfire. I took this skin 4 days ago, north of here.
This skin was taken yesterday.
Now, you're trying my patience, Injun.
Here's something I found on Cherokee hunting ground. I found traps hanging on that mule outside that bear these marks. Is this yours? Well, is it?
I don't see it's any of your business, Redskin. But what of it?
Now, Mr. Hawken, Mingo here's a friend in the tavern. He don't want to make no trouble. He'd like to prevent it, I'm certain. I reckon that Mr. Hawken didn't know nothing about the treaty, Mingo.
I don't imagine it would make a great deal of difference to him if he did. Chief White Cloud is dead. Murdered. I found him with his leg crushed in this.
I set my traps. What kind of varmint walks in them, I got no say. I don't take to drinking around with no liar. So's one of us is going to have to say his goodbyes.
Cincinnatus, pour me a drink.
Never mind, Cincinnatus. You can have mine. Riled. Fire-eyed and touchy as a tea-snake. Look at there. Can't wait to collect myself another white scalp. What's the matter, Injun? Only scalps in your wiki up women's and kids? Now you're trying to get yourself a man's?
Let him go.
Now, Daniel, this is a personal matter.
Drop it.
Daniel, I figured you for my friend.
Well, I am. So's the man you're about to use that knife on. Like I said, he's a friend.
You just come down the rung on my ladder, Boone. I judge a man by his friends.
Well, that's as good a way as any. Just remember, I count you among them. Now, I would appreciate some explaining.
Chief White Cloud has been murdered by this friend of yours.
He's a liar.
I discovered him myself, with his leg caught in this, and a rifle ball in his chest.
Why would Sam want to kill White Cloud?
Ask him. But one thing I'm sure of, he knew he was on Cherokee land illegally.
The trap, Sam? Is that yours?
Well, that's one of them, Daniel. I set plenty of traps. I got no say about what or who walks in them.
Being on Cherokee land don't make Sam a killer.
You might think a little differently if he had a knife at your throat.
First you call me a coward, then a liar, now a killer. You sure lean real heavy on being a friend of Daniel Boone's, Indian. Daniel, if I was to kill me an Injun, it'd be face to face. I don't need no bear trap hanging from one of his legs.
Mingo, let you and me take a little walk. Mingo, those are mighty strong charges. There's not enough to back him up.
Only the knowledge in here that he's the man. White Cloud's hunting bow is broken, deliberately. Now, you know what it means to an Indian to enter the next world without his weapon. An act of hatred so deep, it goes even beyond the grave.
Being chief can bring enemies.
This is no personal enemy. This is an enemy of all Indians. Something to which I may be more sensitive than you or any other white man. I read that hatred in his eyes. Perhaps one must have Indian blood in his veins to recognize it.
That's hardly evidence that'd stand up in a court of law.
There's never enough evidence in a white man's court to convict a white man of killing an Indian. With the evidence we have, he'll get a fair trial under Cherokee law.
Based only on the evidence. No, there's too much emotion here, Mingo. He could only get a fair trial someplace else.
Daniel, there's a part of me that's been too long neglected. And that's the part that I must think with now.
Think or feel? Hawkins could never stand a chance under Cherokee law.
What chance did White Cloud stand? Daniel, this is a crime against the Cherokee. You have no right to offer him your protection.
Maybe not. But I won't refuse it. He saved my life. I just can't think a man like Hawkins could commit murder in cold blood.
Think or feel?
Explain to the new chief how I stand.
You already have. While White Cloud's son is away, I am the chief.
Taking quite a big load on your shoulders. I don't know what I'd do if I were in your place.
I do.
And I grabbed me a handful of them flailing redskins and I shook him and I sorted him out until I found me a chief. I tell you, that was just a funny thing.
Well, Daniel, it's good to see you without your redskin brother. Look, Daniel, you come over here, because I got a drink for you, and I got enough talk to stuff both ears. Come on over here, Daniel. Come on.
Sam. I don't like asking questions twice, but my friend Mingo, I'm going to.
Well, then, Daniel, you ask away, and I'll answer straight. Oh, Daniel. Now, look, I admit I killed my share of redskins. I admit it. But I don't have to shoot a bird in a snare.
All right, Sam. I believe you. But I wouldn't bet on those Cherokees. And you best stay off their land.
Their land? Their land? Well, pretty soon they're going to be doing their hunting right here.
They just might, for you. And my advice would be for you to stay put here in Boonesboro for a while. If you leave the stockade, you just might end up facing Mingo on his terms.
Now, look here, Daniel. I ain't a man to live neath a roof or back of fences. And I ain't never curled my tail under for no man, and I ain't starting now. Besides, Daniel, they don't worry me none.
They worry me.
Well, Daniel, for you, I'd dig a hole and I'd pull it in after me. I would. Now, come on. Drink up. Good night. Good night.
Now, you're going to put this right over here.
Oh, don't. Wait.
And you are going to get up them stairs right now. And you're going to bed. Now, go on.
Go back.
Well, you watch what you're doing.
I'll do it.
Well, then go on.
I'll do it.
I swear that man's going to get the best of me yet. Look at this. Look at that time.
Well, he's all yours.
Much obliged.
Becky's going to be expecting me.
Well, I tell you what, I'll just walk you out to the gate.
To that fence like a squirrel skin. Why, Daniel? Doggone it! Now that engine is going to coil himself into some rock. He's just going to wait for me to come along. You know that was trying to kill me?
They could have done that from the window. And there's no question about it, Sam. The Cherokee are bound and determined to have you stand trial. I'm going to tell you again, you stay put till I tell you different. You try slipping off, and you're going to find me harder than those Cherokee braves.
No. Thanks, Daniel, for plucking them redskins out of me.
Just return the favor, Sam.
Well, reckon that little old bed's gonna sleep just dandy. Oh.
That Hawking fella, the next drink he gets from me is gonna be turpentine.
Isn't that what you always serve?
I couldn't help it over here. Dan, what are you going to do?
Don't have much choice, Becky. With the Cherokee Council demanding that Hawkins stand trial.
But they're already sure he's guilty.
That's right.
You can't let that happen.
No, Becky, I can't. Back in a few days, be gone just long enough to take Hawkins to Salem.
But won't Mingo and his braves try to stop you?
You'll try, Becky.
Season out this one tarnation. That tastes like you wrung out some moccasins in it.
It's coffee with my own recipe for a whiskey aching head.
What's the matter, Daniel? Something wrong?
Sam, I got no choice left.
Them Cherokee, they prodding you?
They paid me a visit.
That friend of yours, I bet he put him up to it.
Mingo's only abiding by the will of the council. They insist that you be judged by Cherokee Council. If not, we're likely to have a war on our hands.
But Daniel,
You can't turn him over to the Redskins. Every time an Indian's killed, they'll be yelling for a white man's blood.
That's why I'm taking you to Salem for trial, Sam. Mingo can speak for his people there.
A court of law? Jail?
Maybe. Till your trial comes up.
Oh, Daniel, I lived wild too long to be caged. I like sleeping under the sky, waking up with the sun in my face. Only thing in this life I'm afraid of is four walls and a locked door. This way is easy on you, Daniel. I've taken the decision right out of your hands.
There's too much at stake for you just to walk away, sir.
Well, like I said, I ain't the one to be caged. Daniel, I reckon I won't be needing this in Salem, Daniel. Sorry, Daniel. Kentucky's getting too small for me. Bye, friend. I reckon you're gonna need convincing.
I reckon I will.
If there's one thing I can't do more than strong whiskey, it's a good fight. And I guess I found me one. I wouldn't have missed this for all the hard whiskey and the soft women of New Orleans.
Hold up, Sam. You're gonna get your feet wet.
Well, you're sure taking a roundabout way to lose that Mingo.
It may not be the shortest, but it's the safest.
Daniel, you know, I've been thinking. Now, this injured friend of yours, now, he's got a real way with words. Now, supposing that judge in Salem believes him instead of me. I can outfight any Injun, but he's handy with talking and most with a tomahawk.
Well, nobody gets judged just on talk, only on proof. Now, you got nothing to worry about. Judge may singe ears a little bit for trapping on Indian hunting grounds.
Well, that kind of eases my mind, Daniel. Better than gurgling at the end of a rope.
Down that rock. Climb out on that log.
Doggone, Daniel, but we're going back the same way we come.
Like you said, Sam, we're going to go the roundabout way. back into the water on that log.
Daniel, you keep running me like this, ain't gonna be enough left of me to hand over to that judge. Thank you. You sure must hold that half-breed hide.
I do.
Yeah, well, Cincinnati's told me they only wore moccasins on his mother's side. But just being part Injun sours the whole barrel.
But, man, to feel as you do, you'd have to have good reason.
I wasn't born hating. One night, I seen this fire light in the sky. Homestead. Time I got there, it was near burned out. Injuns torched it. I drug out an old woman. So small. Why, you could hold her in the cup of your hand. Delicate like a hummingbird. Not enough breath in her to blow out a candle. From the signs, there was 5 of them. So I put the old woman in the ground and said a few words over her. And then I tracked them Injuns till I found them. She was my mother, Daniel.
I'm sorry, Sam. But I've seen the other side, too.
The only thing that makes Injuns different than wolves and snakes are 2 legs. They ain't people, Daniel, not like you and me. I'll stop hating. The day I die.
Upstream or down? You've bought yourself some time, Daniel, but it remains to be seen whether it's enough.
What's the matter? Oh, this here leg of mine. It keeps going bad on me from time to time. A couple of minutes and be fine.
No, Daniel. That arrow could just as easily have gone into his heart. He's going back for a Cherokee trial.
Daniel, these heathens are gonna roast me like a slab of meat on a spit.
It's the decision of the council, Daniel. There's nothing either of us can do about it now. He was tried and found guilty by a Cherokee law.
There's another Cherokee law, Mingo, that says the decision of the council can be tested by a trial of combat.
Hawken is wounded.
I'm not. You can tell the council I'll meet any brave of their choice.
You're a fool to risk your life, Daniel, for a cold-blooded killer.
Neither of us knows that he's a killer, Mingo. What is being risked are the lives of many people, your people as well as mine. This could break the treaty.
I'll speak to the council. The decision is theirs.
Daniel, I sure hate to agree with an Injun, but he's right.
fool.
We have chosen a warrior to defend Cherokee honor. There's only one among the Cherokees who can defeat Daniel Boone. We have chosen Chief Mingo.
The council honors me in its choice. I will defend the right of the Cherokee with all the skill and strength at my command.
And with your life.
It will be a fight to the death. You or Boone must die.
Hits the ground, we begin. By the time it burns out, one of us must be dead. Or we both die. Whichever one of us does live should do all in his power to see that the white man and the Cherokee continue to live in peace. Your play, Mingo. You'd best make it.
Prisoners escape.
Heading for Shawnee country. And if you'll follow toward the river, I'll cut over behind the hill and approach from the other side, just in case he's planned an ambush.
Don't turn around, Daniel. Now, ease your rifle to the ground. I see you won, Daniel.
Nobody's won yet, Sam.
You fixing to take me back to them Cherokee?
Back to Salem for trial.
Sorry, Daniel. I was hoping you'd kill that silk-tongued half-breed.
He's warning us. Shawnee. Best clear out of here before they spot us.
Where to, General? Shawnee up ahead and Cherokee still making a dance around my ashes. I figure I'll take my chances with the Shawnee with a rifle in my hands. I'm beholden to you, Daniel, for saving my hide from that Cherokee fire. It ain't a man's way to die.
At least a half a dozen of them, Sam. You're gonna need help.
Yeah. Yeah, Daniel, together we can make them turn tail and run like squealing squaws. Fetch your rifle, Daniel. Hold it, Engine. He calls you his friend. If you are, I'd get him out of here.
Once, Mingo. He saved it again.
Happy hunting.
Couldn't stop hating.
Morning, Jim. How's the wound?
Oh, I'll live, which is more than I can say for a couple of hundred of our compatriots.
You're completely outmanned. There's little help for that.
And outgunned. They must have ported those cannons overland. Dan, I've got orders for you. You've got to get into St. Vincent somehow and get Cobb out.
Cobb?
Philip Cobb, a schoolteacher, a patriot, and I guess a genius. He worked out the secret code that the entire Continental Army uses, has been using for months. Now, if the British make him talk, they'll know every troop movement and battle order from Albany to New Orleans.
Any chance of changing that code?
Oh, sure, but there are dozens of messages still in circulation. Now, once they break Cobb's code, they'll be able to trace the messages to the contact men in every city and town. The whole network will be spelled out simpler than a first-grade reader.
You sure they know who Cobb is?
No, I'm not sure. Now, this code could win or lose the war. If you can't get Philip Cobb out, you're going to have to kill him.
Professor Cobb! Professor! Open up! Professor Cobb! Professor, open up! Professor! Open up! Professor Cobb! Professor, open up!
All right, break it in.
Professor Cobb, you're under arrest. I know. And you also know that the city has been under British military authority since 8 o'clock this morning. It is under that authority that I order you to turn over all notes, papers, and memoranda in your possession. There are no such things in my possession any longer. There they are.
Your business here, sir?
Any kind of heavy work that needs doing. Carrying brick, chopping wood, loading wagons. Town looks deserted. Where is everybody?
Staying in their homes out of trouble.
Trouble? What do you mean?
This community's under martial law, sir. If you're planning on coming in, you'll have to give me that rifle.
Well, I wasn't planning on shooting much game in St. Vincent anyway.
You can pick it up when you get ready to leave. There's a sundown curfew. If you're seen on the streets after dark, you'll be buried with full honors, sir.
I'll keep that in mind. How's the bread business?
Daniel Boone.
When'd you get here? Just now.
Any trouble getting in?
No. You hungry? You still making those hot cross buns with the honey on top?
Sit down. Hot out of the oven, Dale. How's the family?
Wonderful. How's yours?
Oh, everybody's fine around here except for what's going on out there.
Barrier at the edge of town. How many men are usually on it?
Just the ones you've seen there.
Where's the main encampment?
About 3 miles out. They haven't built a stockade yet. Hey, you're not planning on going out there, are you?
It depends. What do you know about a man named Cobb?
Oh, school teacher? You know, I thought there was something funny about all of that. You here to see him?
Yeah. What's funny?
The funny thing is that they bothered with him at all. They're not holding him at the encampment. I saw him this morning at the Clifford house when I delivered bread.
Is that the end?
They're holding him in a room on the 2nd floor. There's a couple of soldiers and an officer.
Was he all right when you saw him this morning?
Looked kind of pale. Only saw him for a second. They were bringing him out of the schoolroom. Hey, Daniel, what's so all-fired military about a school teacher?
Take my word for it. He's important.
Hey, that's the first time I've seen him.
Bert, Colonel George Burton.
These Indians will require quarters indoors.
Sir.
Where is the prisoner?
On the second floor, sir.
Maxwana, come with me.
If you gentlemen will follow me.
You figure he's here for the school teacher?
I do.
But Daniel, if he knows you, isn't that going to make your job a little bit harder here?
Well, we've never met, fortunately. The only time I've seen him is from a distance.
He always travel with an Indian escort?
No, not always, but he's full of surprises. Does this bakery have a delivery wagon, one big enough to carry 2 people?
It'll carry 3.
I've quartered the Indians in the ballroom, sir.
Is there a fireplace?
Yes, sir, but I don't think it'll be necessary. The weather's been quite warm.
So it has. However, our allies have many uses for fire, as no doubt you will learn. But never at first hand, I trust.
I'm afraid I don't follow you, sir.
I have made a study of the various tribes in this area and have found the Ottawa to be the most advanced in the arts of persuasion, best suited to my work. Is that not so, Maxwana?
I am not a judge of your work.
As you see, they're a pretty surly lot. However, I can deal with them. I've concluded a war treaty with them. Now they're our allies. Does that satisfy your curiosity, Clemens?
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Good. Now, send in Mr. Cobb. I'm very curious to see what he looks like.
Yes, at once, sir.
Put it back. There's no magic in it. Not your kind, at any rate. Not even a picture.
I can read.
As I live and breathe, it can read. Tell me, my knowledgeable friend, in your vast store of acquired knowledge, have you come across a manual which describes how an Ottawa brave should address a British officer?
That is not mentioned in the war treaty.
A guardhouse lawyer. How very tiresome. Oh, good. You are Professor Cobb.
I demand to know why I have been held here without being apprised of the charges against me.
Let me understand you correctly, sir. Are you suggesting that I should waste my time and yours by pretending that you have been unworthily and unlawfully detained?
This is my classroom. I teach school. I was not aware of a law that had been passed forbidding that.
Do sit down at the head of the class, if you please.
Once again, I demand that... What's the use?
You don't look well.
Are you a doctor?
In a way. Though I do not treat bodily ailments. His Majesty's government has found me useful in dealing with more pernicious types of disease. Now, sir, if you and I could work out together...
You talk too much, sir. Get to the point.
Is that the way you talk to your pupils?
My pupils, sir, range in age from 6 to 14. I should think a man of your age would know better. I teach the English language. I presume you are an Englishman.
Yes. And you, sir, are impertinent.
Which of us is the impertinent one is a matter of opinion, Colonel. In any case, I fail to see that I have a great deal to lose, whatever my attitude.
Not a great deal, as you say. Particularly since you've already lost your wife and son in this idiotic rebellion.
You, sir, are not only impertinent, you're an insensitive boor. My wife and son are none of your affair.
But you are, Professor. You are. I have traveled a great distance to devote myself exclusively to you. Are you going to be reasonable?
About what?
I have been authorized to make the following proposition to you. Upon delivery of your code, you are to be paid a draft upon the Bank of England in the sum of £10,000 sterling. You are to be set free, and no further claims or demands to be made upon you.
10,000. That's truly splendid. A man could live out his life very happily with 10,000. Too bad.
Mr. Cobb, I have here in my possession captured documents which prove beyond any shadow of a doubt that you are the author of this code.
I see.
Now, sir, your answer.
No.
Your final answer? Mr. Cobb!
I was just thinking. Mrs. Cobb would have been very proud to hear about the Bank of England. Yes, sir. My final answer now. Order my execution and get it over with.
It's not quite as simple as that. Come here, will you? This is Maxuana, the war captain of our allies, the Ottawas.
Ningandikotaka.
Oh, he speaks English.
I'm sure he does. I've known many of his nation. I admire them.
And no doubt you're acquainted with their tribal customs.
Somewhat.
In particular, the treatment that they accord to prisoners. Important prisoners, that is.
Torture. I hadn't considered that.
Good. Now, will you do so?
In my condition, I'd be dead in 5 minutes.
On the contrary. Maxuana here tells me that he and his colleagues can keep a man on this side of death, the painful side, Mr. Cobb, for 24 hours at least. They make a kind of game of it. They call it a ritual. It's part of their religion. The prisoner is treated as an honored guest at a great feast. He is alternately tortured and fed. During his rest periods, he is expected to propose toasts, tell stories, share jokes with his tormentors. All this, of course, depends upon his ability to withstand pain. Now, in your case, Mr. Cobb, I suspect that when your time off comes, you will be screaming for mercy, begging for them to kill you and all that sort of thing. Now, why subject yourself to such misery? Tell Mr. Cobb that what I say is true. That if I order it, he will carry out the tortures I've described.
What he says is true. I will do as he orders. It is mentioned in the war treaty.
I'll give you some time to think it over. A little time. Guard! Give me what I ask, and I will send this savage away.
If there is a savage here, it is not the Ottawa.
Take him back. He is so frail. I don't want to risk losing him through your incompetence.
That man is not fit to be put to a test of strength. It is unfair. But we are not incompetent.
That is for me to judge. You will select 2 braves to go on a raiding party.
For what purpose?
You see these? A few members of your race have served the crown well enough to earn them. You will never be one of those few until you learn to do as you are told.
I have no wish to be an officer. And I am not your body servant.
You will tell them to proceed upstream about 10 miles to a village called Kimberley. They will enter the village under cover of darkness. They will capture this person and bring him to me here. Any further questions?
No.
It's 5 minutes up and back. Sure you don't want me to go with you?
Just have that wagon ready to roll.
Remember, the livery stable is just off the square.
We'll find it and we'll meet you there.
is it?
Just listen. Is your door locked?
Yes, but there's a guard at the door.
Have they started?
No, they haven't touched me. But they should begin soon. We haven't much time.
This shouldn't take long.
Halt or I'll fire! Captain! Captain!
Colonel Burton, sir. We apprehended this man carrying a coded message. His name's Wingate, a local citizen.
Where did you get the message? Talk! Maxuana. There's something I need to learn. Get your men ready.
We cannot raise the dead.
The message.
I have it here.
This is too carefully worked out to be a forgery. This business at the top is obviously a reference to a key to the code. If only this man had lived.
It all happened so suddenly, sir. There was no time to stop soldiers from shooting.
Do you realize what this means? It means that each one of these villages has a leader who can decipher the code. Now, if we can find the key to it, there will be nothing standing between us and total victory. Those braves I sent to Kimberley should be back by now. Where are they?
It will not be long.
I can't wait. Come with me. You too.
You think you can get the boards off in time?
You just keep watching that door.
Unlock it. Mr. Cobb, I would like you to know. Get away from that window. I said get away from the window. What's going on here? If you're thinking of trying to escape, Mr. Cobb, we have soldiers posted below.
Glad to see you gentlemen are being sensible.
You only have one shot. There are 3 of us.
4, and only one worth shooting. Take their guns, Mr. Cobb. Professor.
You won't get more than 10 feet from this room.
Better take the safest route. Are you up to it?
I'll try.
they escape, there'll be more than one court-martial. Now spread out and search for them. And find them. Well?
My braves have returned from Kimberley. They have done as you ordered.
Oh, well done for a change. Bring them along.
I've got to catch my breath.
Gotta get down on the other side of this building. My friend will see us at the stable, bring the wagon out. We'll make a run for it, jump in, and leave this little town in a hurry.
I'll do my best.
Sure you will.
Mr. Cobb! We were talking earlier about the matter of your sacrifices. There was one person that you neglected to mention. You still have one son remaining. Raymond Cobb, presently living with an aunt at Kimberley. Presently my prisoner, Mr. Cobb. Either you give me the code or your son will die, and in the manner which I have already described. I know you can hear me, Mr. Cobb. You remember our conversation about the Ottawa methods?
He's lying.
I've got to see.
Even if it's true, Mr. Cobb, he's not the kind of man to keep his bargains.
What are you talking about?
You're far too valuable to the Continental Army. He'll never let you go, don't you know that?
But he's got my son.
We can't be sure.
Father, don't come out! Do you hear me? Father, don't come out!
Do it. Look, get away as best you can, please. I don't want to involve you in this.
I can't do that.
You're mad.
I know how you feel, and I promise you I'll do everything I can to get your son free.
My boy. You have a son?
I have.
Wife living?
I have.
I lost my wife when the river forts were shelled by the Continental Army, Mr. Boone. My oldest son, the first year of the war, fighting for that same army. 5 years. I gave 5 years when I could have been living comfortably in Maryland with a fine home for my wife, a university, a library, and my 2 sons growing up in an atmosphere where they would have known what the world is really like. I killed them all.
No, you haven't. But unless you come with me, you'll kill your son, Mr. Cobb. And if I kill you, your son will be of no further use to Burton, and he will kill him. Believe me. Now, do we move, or do I squeeze this trigger?
Mr. Cobb, you have put me to a great deal of trouble. I want this foolishness to stop at once.
It's just a short run from here.
Please, stay out of this. I don't want your death on my conscience.
Here! Here I am! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! I'm all alone. The other man got away.
Those poor, pathetic rebels. See that he regains consciousness fully before you kill him. Inside. Well, as you see, your son is unharmed.
Untie him and let him go home.
All in good time. We intercepted this message tonight. We took it from a man named Wingate.
Wingate. The barrel maker.
The late barrel maker, unfortunately. Now, Professor Cobb, you will show us how your code is constructed. Then you will decipher this message. At that point, your son and you will be free to go. I do not think there is any need for further persuasion.
Father, I'm not... What about this man?
Obviously a spy.
No, he's not a spy, Colonel. He was only trying to help me. If you want the key to the code, you will release him as well.
Very well. Clemens? Kill this man now. I do not yet know about the boy.
Among my people, a man who does not keep his word has no honor. You gave your word that this man would go free.
Yes, I did. One has to do that kind of thing in wartime. Either you will do as you are told, or I will have you burned alive. It is mentioned in the war treaty.
I have been ordered to do this.
You fear your white colonel more than you honor your ancestors.
Why do you say this?
The Ottawa pride themselves on their skill at the slow death.
That is true.
Aren't you a true Ottawa? Don't you practice the ritual of your tribe? Unless this man is not a full-fledged brave, I insist on my right to die with honor.
How have you earned this right?
We fought and I won.
You ask for pain? You prefer it?
I insist on it.
The knife would be quick. Why do you choose the slow death?
I choose to die with honor.
Very well. A brave warrior has fallen into our hands. Let us treat him with honor, that the manner of his death be not forgotten by any.
Mr. Boone, why?
I've seen one or two of these, boy. Maybe you better look the other way.
As long as the warrior maintains his hold on the war axe, the ceremony will continue. The moment he lets go, he dies. Let the ceremony begin. The warrior will partake of the ceremonial wine.
I am honored.
We will begin with the ritual of the clubs. Your pardon is asked.
You have it?
The honored guest may eat and drink and have speech with us.
Let me say at once, I'm proud to be the honored guest of the Ottawa. The mightiest of nations. Bravest in battle. A warrior without food is like a fire without wood. My people have a saying. Baker of bread holds the key to all things.
Among our people, the bakers of bread are women and old men. We have no such saying.
Bread is our staff of life. We depend on the baker of bread. Without his help, we would surely die the slow death.
Tell us of the red men who dwell near your home.
Oh, mainly Cherokee, Shawnee. There's an amusing story about that. I think it's amusing anyway. It seems one winter, the rivers froze up earlier than usual.
It is a relatively simple system. The English alphabet consists of 26 letters. Cryptography, the art of ciphering, is merely the substitution of one symbol for another. In the case of the Continental Code, it is letter for letter. Now, one may also use numbers, which makes it more difficult. Now, with only 26 possibilities, there are at most 676 permutations.
I don't mean to rush you, Mr. Cobb, but would you please get on with it?
The key to this code is always a phrase in English consisting of letters and punctuation marks totaling 26. The message is coded to one of 10 keys. The directions for decoding are to be found at the top of the message. Once you know the phrases, you have the key. Child's play.
Fascinating. Then you will have no difficulty in deciphering this.
Not a great deal.
Then proceed. Proceed.
And the way they finally settled it was a brave that could toss the bullet farthest won the firewood. It was the coldest winter I can remember.
The honored guest has eaten and drunk for the first time. He must now submit himself once again to the punishment.
Document number 3, line 3,
Phrase 3. Which is document 3?
The Declaration of Independence. Do you have a copy?
I have not, but I sincerely hope for your sake that you have.
That all men are created equal.
Thank you. Thank all of you. I believe we were talking about cold weather. I think I'd like to get back to that.
T-H-A-L.
Just a moment. Where is the second T in the word that?
There is no need to spell it out twice, since the letter T in this code key can also stand for A, D, or R. We simply place the letters next to T. The rest is a simple process of elimination.
A process that might take hours. Will you decode this message at once, please?
I'll do no further work until I see my son standing here unhurt.
Mr. Cobb, I don't think that you're aware of how ridiculous that request is at this point.
I'm also aware that you are pressed for time, Colonel. You should be willing to pay for it. I'm not asking for much, but I will have what I ask for.
Very well. Clements. Come with me.
I think you all know the legend behind the story of the coming of the first winter.
Take young Cobb up to his father's classroom. What in heaven's name is going on here? I ordered you to kill this man.
He has chosen to die with honor.
He has chosen? Oh, but of course, I'd forgotten. I had completely forgotten the reason why I employed you in the first place. And what is this? Practice?
You have intruded upon a sacred ritual. I order you to leave.
You order me? Oh, no, my savage friend. That is definitely not included in the war treaty. I've been altogether too lenient and free and easy with you. Consider yourself under house arrest.
We will not obey.
You all follow this man. It is best you know the consequences. Treaty or no treaty, I will not be disobeyed. Follow Maxuana, and he will lead you to your deaths. Now, I order you to kill this man now, and place this one under restraint. Now.
Maxuana, you might as well do as he says. Death with honor has no meaning unless it comes from a worthy victor. And all this time, I thought you were your own man.
Be quiet. You have bought enough time as it is.
I am my own man.
You are an animal, and you shall die like an animal. That's better. Now, once again, I order you to...
The ritual will continue.
The legend of the first winter. The first man to walk the earth. I believe you call him Wajunkaga. We call him the baker of bread. One night, a voice came to him saying, now is the time to come to the cause of all men who seek freedom. Go up to the room where the sons of men are taught wisdom and rescue the bringer of knowledge. Now that he is secure in the safety of his own son, But move with caution. For those who seek to destroy freedom will be looking for you.
Now is the time, O baker of bread, now.
I do not understand.
Well, give me just a moment to clear my mind.
February what? The date, man.
Hundreds and hundreds of Continental soldiers will die because of me.
Nonsense. It just means the whole thing will be over sooner.
Sooner for some.
Don't be a fool!
Hold it! President. Well timed, Professor.
Burton, he knows the key to the code.
Burton's dead. Let's get out of here. Come. We'll have to make a run for the stable. Are you ready? Come on.
Hold! No, don't shoot!
Go to the stable and get in the wagon. Hurry! Go.
The animals were jealous of his power over fire, and they sought to destroy him, but his father had a plan.
What was the plan?
You know, I forgot.
No. Let the brave warrior escape. He has earned it. And let us leave the dishonorable men to their own dishonor.
Dan, over here! Get the wagon!
Just got word. Clark has retaken St. Vincent.
Well, since Wingate the barrel maker was dead, I guess the attack was carried off without benefit of my code.
Not at all. Another message was sent. Wingate had a replacement. You didn't. Excuse me. Dan, we've got to have a talk.
Jim, I haven't had any sleep for 72 hours.
Now, Dan, tell me the truth. Was I right? Would you ever, in this long and fruitful life, ever once kill a man in cold blood? Even if George Washington himself asked you pretty please.
Offhand, I can only think of one man I'd shoot in cold blood. That's the fellow who keeps talking when I'm trying to sleep.